Welcome back to He's House, where we do a little bit of everything all the time, and it usually turns out right. Today, we're going to be checking on this hive. The queen should be laying down here. We checked her before. She was doing pretty good in those bottom two boxes. This should be honey. We're going to see how much is capped. This should all be honey up top as well. If there's any eggs, that means we got a dual queen hive, and we're going to have to remedy that. Then we're going to check on this box, which is the new nuck. They're probably actually going to get a second medium on there. And then we got this new hive over here, which is our split. And we're going to check on the split as well and see how that's doing. They're going through a lot of food, which is good, so they should be building out comb, and she should be laying lots of eggs by now. We're going to start with the easiest one. So this is the new split we did. Take off the feeder. Push these over. They're not building a ton of comb. They're building a little bit. They don't have a lot of bees in here right now. It is very limited. If I have a lot of brood in this other box down there, I'm probably going to pull a brood out and put it in here. So now we're going to see if we can, actually I'm going to pull this frame out real quick. So you can see these girls are building some comb. There is not a lot of bees in here, but they are doing their best. Step into the sun here. I don't see any eggs yet, but we did find the queen the other day, so that's good. And they're making a lot of comb. This is all honey. There's no eggs in here whatsoever. Yeah, it's all honey and bee bread. So, I actually don't really want this much honey on this frame. That was brood that all hatched out. I see some very young bees in here though, so that's good. That's the brood that hatched that was here previously. I'm just looking for the queen, and we found her again. So I'm going to put her over here. She's right there. And let me get it with one hand. Hold on. See if I can find her again. Oh yeah, she's right here. She's crawling all over everywhere. See her right there? She's looking for a spot to lay. Unfortunately, these are all full of honey right now. See her right here? She's just crawling all around. So all she's doing is looking for a spot to lay, but they have to build out some more comb for her to lay in. Yeah, these are all full of honey right now. So I might stop feeding them actually and let them eat this honey up, so she'll have somewhere to lay. Check this out, see what it is. Yeah, they got a little bit of comb here, not too much. I'm probably going to put these frames in the middle right here and move these two out because there's no brood in it right now. And they'll build these out a little bit more and a little bit faster, being in the middle of these two honeys. So I probably am going to leave the food on and just do this. She needs to start laying. Once she starts laying, Then we'll have plenty of bees and they will fill this up fast. Since I moved those combs around and I put the 2 empty cones in between these 2 big ones, I am actually going to keep the feet on because they still need a lot of sugar to build out those comb. So we're going to close her back up, and she's doing pretty good. She's not laying any eggs yet. She just needs more comb. So I might throw a thing of brood in there from this other hive later on. All right, next is one, the nut. So I got another box right here. We're gonna check it out. We're gonna put this on top probably. Check these ones out. So they're building a little bird comb on here. I'll take care of that in a little bit. And I'm gonna bring you over here and show you what happens on this feeder. I'm probably gonna take this off now. So this feeder here is the fat hive one, and the reason they're building comb here is because they probably ran out of room down there. So they're filling this up. So I'm going to take this off and I'm not going to replace it right now. Oh man, they got this thing stuck down there pretty good. Yeah. They've put comb in between this and the yeah. I'm going to have to clean that up. To grab a bowl, I'm going to throw all this stuff in here so it doesn't get that dirty. And it's going to be messy, so I'm going to put this on so I don't get my glove all sticky. And then I'm going to use a little bit of smoke. Because I don't want these, because I broke open the honeycomb. They're all right now just trying to eat it up. And I'm not going to pull these out and look for a queen. She's obviously doing pretty good. I can see brood down in there, so I know she's laying. And I'm going to put this other box on. Actually, I probably should pull out to see if they're doing any queen cuts. So I am going to pull some frames out actually, just to give me some space. And I'm going to start looking through here, see what I see. All right, they're building some good comb out. It's actually a little wonky for some reason. I might smash this down, let them rebuild it. And I don't want them building any brood on the back side of these. I'll show you why. So, see how those are, they have caves in there? If they build some brood on there, I might miss the queen. And I don't see any eggs in there. So I'm actually just going to replace this with a new frame, and then I'll smash it down in a little bit for there. Oh, this one here is looking good though. All right, let's see if we can find the queen. Oh, there's some beautiful brood in here. Now it looks like we got some queen cells forming, so I'm going to probably cut these off, queen cuts. There's no jelly in them right now, so you see that? Hopefully the space we're about to give them keeps that from happening, so we're gonna have to keep checking on this. I'm gonna cut that out. Make sure the queen's not on this one. Let's see her. Give that to the chickens. Yeah, there's no royal jelly in that at all, so that's good. I'm going to look really carefully now. I want to make sure I don't miss any because don't want to. We definitely don't want this girl to swarm. So she came over with a lot of stuff in here, and so they were pretty packed, and she's been laying eggs, so they're really packed. Probably should have put a new box on already, but I was gone for a week, and so I didn't want to do it before I left because I didn't want to give them too much space. Looks like I should have. Just looking for the queen. She's laying some drone brood. She's laying some regular brood. And we got another queen cup that is not, doesn't have any stuff in it. Royal jelly. Show you this one. I don't see the queen on here. So we got another beautiful frame here. She's just laying like a champ. There we go. We got that queen cup right there. But straight down there, there's tiny little black dots. Those are her eggs she's laying. She's doing awesome. And we're gonna have to cut this cup out. So give them this space. I'm gonna have to check this again in a couple days just to make sure. But giving them this space will alleviate their need to want to swarm. And there's just so many bees in here. This is so cool. All right, let's see if we can find her. I'm actually probably going to take one of these brood frames from in here and give it to that hive over there. I don't see the queen, but we do got another queen cup on here. Let's see, where did it go? Yeah, I don't see the queen, but look at that. That is just beautiful pattern right there. And this side is just absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, there it is. See, there we go, right there on the bottom. And nothing in it. There's actually two of them down there. Nothing in it, so I'm gonna cut them off. Hopefully we find the queen right now, because if we do, it'll make it a lot easier to pick a frame of brood to put over there with the nut. I mean with the split. If we don't find the queen, I don't know, I might not put it over there. I don't see the queen, but man, there's some beautiful patterns of eggs up in here. Some fresh larvae. This is awesome. She's doing so good. So, I'll show you this frame too, since you're here. But man, that's just beautiful, isn't it? Come on, girl, where you at? Oh, no, that's not her. Dang it. No queen cups on this side. That is a full pattern of brood right there. Lord, that's beautiful. So look at that. That is just thick of brood right there. Yeah, you can. You can have either one. Yeah, that's just pretty. Now we got another queen cup over here. Man, I don't see her. Every time I roll it, she could just be hiding on the bottom, just rolling back around to the other side, so I can't find her too. But yeah, see, that's a lot of brood right there. And then right there again, where'd it go? Oh yeah, right there on the bottom. Queen cup, not charged. Hopefully she's on this one. Let's see. Oh, this one's full. I don't see her, but she's laying some fresh eggs on this one, so she might be over here somewhere. Oh, they got some Wonky Comb on this one. I think they had too much space and they drew it out. But yeah, she's laying a bunch of eggs here, so I think she'd be on this one. So this was a drawn comb that got put next to a non-drawn comb. And so if you can see that, they kind of filled out the comb to fill in the gaps between the other frame. And that right there is just deep honey right there. That's pretty cool. But no queen yet. I'd be willing to bet she's on this side of the hive though, because this is where all the fresh eggs are. Now we got one more frame. Wouldn't expect to find her on this one, but you never know. So if you look, this one, how it's got these waves in it, like right here and right here, that matches the waves that were right here, and right here on that other comb. They kind of just drove the comb all around it. When I got this out, I'm going to clean up some of the bird comb. I'm actually going to take that frame and push it out to the outside edge. And put this one in between them. They should draw this one out pretty fast for eggs. And we didn't find the queen. So I might just shake a frame off right here. And the bees did start acting up over here, so there's a good chance she is on this side where they were laying all those fresh eggs. Now just gently pushing them all back, so I don't want to smush anybody. Definitely don't want to smush the queen. I'm giving them time to get out of the way as I move them back over. Check this one. Is this the one I wanted to take? Yeah, that has a lot of brood in it. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm going to look one last time for the queen here. There's no fresh eggs on this side. These are all larvae that are growing up. Yeah, I don't see them. See her. Normally I'd want to put some of these nurse bees over there, but I don't want to chance it, so. Now I should really be able to see if the queen is on here. I don't see her. I do see a hive beetle though, so we're going to kill that sucker. Clean off this bird comb before I put it in that other hive. Check again for the queen. Yeah, she's not on here. All right, sweet. All right, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna put it in that other hive real quick. So what that's gonna do, by putting those that frame of brood in there, she is currently not laying, or if she is, she's not laying very many. And that just gave her a giant boost in population for bees. Once those things start hatching out, which they're going to be hatching out every single day, some new ones, it'll give her a place to lay because she'll be able to backfill, and it's going to give them a lot more worker bees, and they'll be able to lay up or build comb up a lot quicker. So now I'm just going to put this back together, add a couple new frames. I'm actually going to put an empty one in the middle too, just to simulate some more free space. All right, then I'm gonna put this new box on top of it. Let's push these girls back down in. And I'm going to shake these bees down inside of there. And I'll be able to clean this up. You see they just built some honey and some bird comb on it. So I'm going to clean this up. But I'm not going to put this feeder back on these girls. Throw this on. Oops, got to straighten this up a little bit. All right, here I'll push to one side. See if you can see him. Oh, he kind of went away. Here he comes right back. Oh, I think he just hit the camera. And like I said, I'm not putting a top opening on this yet. This hive needs to get a bunch stronger first. So right now, it's going to be closed off on top. I was going to go into this one a lot more, but I think I'm just going to pull the top off, and if I don't see any brood, I'm going to let them be. I am going to give them a little bit of smoke though, because this hive, has just, I don't even know if I can count. Probably over 100,000 bees in this one right here. This thing is a monster hive. So, I definitely don't want to make them mad. Oh yeah, this is getting heavy. All right, well, let's see what happens up in here. This is one we just put in. So this is a brand new frame we just put in right before I left. Nothing on it yet. Same for these ones. It's brand new. That was a medium. I was hoping it was going to get some comb drawn out on it. This one here is just full. This is crazy. I'll show you guys this. That is a lot of honey right there. There's some holes, so I'm going to take it into the sunlight, see if I see any eggs. There's no eggs on this, and believe it or not, when we did the split, this frame looked just like those two empty ones. These girls are doing some work right now. So that is all looking like honey. That was brood. And they're backfilling it with honey. I don't see a queen, so that's good. I'm gonna put it in the sunlight real quick. Yeah, no eggs. That's good. All right. I'm just looking to see if I can spot a queen now. I don't see anybody. Yeah, these are all brand new. I took all the frames that were mediums from here that I had in there that had comb on it, and I put them over in that new split so they'd have something. So you can see here, there's no larva up here, so there's no way to make a queen cup, but they can't sense the queen this far away, and you can see right there, they made a queen cup. So I'm going to pull that out. They're just practicing because they can't sense any queens around. I'm going to look. It sure did look like one hatched in here. I don't see her. She could be up down in the next one too. But I'm going to take this queen cup out. No point having it there. It was just full of bee bread. Put one of these in here. So this is just honey. Lots and lots of honey. I'll show you all this one too. So you got this one, and then this side is just loaded. That's going to be fully capped here shortly. Yeah, no eggs anywhere on this one. Didn't see a queen either. So with these, because you see there's a lot less bees on here, it's much easier to see the queen. On those frames there, they're so loaded, they're stacked 1, 2, 3 deep sometimes, and they could be sitting right on top of the queen on me. Yeah, nothing here but honey. Lots and lots of honey. That's good. But yeah, look at that. That's just a nice frame of honey right there. That'll be all capped here shortly. I'm gonna put this down back in here. Actually, I gotta get some of this fur comb off the box real quick. Otherwise it's gonna get messy when I go to harvest the honey. That's looking pretty good. Now I'm going to slide these full frames out to the edge. And I'm going to put all these empty ones right in the middle. Yeah, this thing is stuck together, isn't it? Just pulled it out and it's already stuck in there. All right. So yeah, I'm going to shove all these empty ones. I am going to put this medium back in to see if they'll draw out some comb on it for me so I can help that split. They really could use some drawn frames. It would make it so much easier for them to gather food. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need one more. Oh, it's right here. All right. I'm going to push this back out. Drop this in. Push this over. All right, I am going to pull that other box out. Since we're here, we might as well, right? Might as well do a good check. Oh God, that's heavy. Set this on top right now. And I'm going to look here. Yeah, they haven't done much here yet. So this is the box we put on top. I really did this just to give more space between this queen and a potential for a queen up here. So I wasn't expecting too much out of here, but they should start building comb soon. Might as well look one box down to see how that looks. Oh yeah, this one looks much better. Oh yeah, this is looking good. Oh yeah, Let me show you this, guys. So this is all, this was completely empty frame, just the wax like you've been seeing, and it is solid and it's full, and they are just, yeah, they're doing awesome right now. Oh yeah, they are doing awesome, and they're putting it in the one below as well. So yeah, like I said, this full is like 3 gallons of honey. It's crazy. And right now, this one's mostly full, and the one below it's the same way. Push these all back together a little bit. So I don't want these all perfectly right next to each other, but I want the spacing to be completely even all the way across. That way they build their comb a little bit deeper, but it's nice and even. And I'm going to put this back on top. And I'm not even going to bother with her down there because she's doing good, and I just want to leave her alone. But I am going to look in here. First, I guess I should look for a queen. I don't see one. But as you saw in that other, the split I did, it was very easy to find that queen. She stands out because she looks totally different. And there's actually, looks like there's one that's getting ready to hatch. There's a little bit of brood left over, not many. There's 1, 2, 3, and then if you look right here, that one is getting ready to hatch out. That's some of the last brood from our queen that's in the very bottom right there. So that is so cool. No eggs. Now I'm gonna set this one right here. I'm actually going to drop some of this bird comb right back down inside of them because they can reuse this. So I'm just going to drop it right in there. They can turn it into wax. And I don't know if you can tell, but there's a whole mess of guard bees flying around my head right now. Don't see a queen, but they're capping some honey here. This next one's got a lot of capped honey. Man, this hive smells wonderful. So I have a deep neck over there, and I am really hoping we find a queen, because if we do, she is going right in that thing. But I don't. No eggs. This is a lot of fresh comb. Oop, I see a hive beetle. See a dead hive beetle. No queen, but like I said, I got some good honey on that one. Put that going in here. On the side. Yeah, no queen. Drawing out some nice comb though. So if I don't find the queen, she's probably not in here. That one probably didn't hatch out like I was hoping for. But I'm still gonna leave the queen excluder on because you never know, maybe I just missed her. So I'm gonna show you this one real quick. That one is just cool. That was brood, and that's in focus. It's just crystal clean. They just clean these things out so well. No eggs though. There is what appears to be a small little practice cup. So I'm gonna crush that down. Let them get back to work. Yeah, that's just beautiful new comb. Nothing. No eggs. Got some capped honey around the brood frame. This was a brood frame. This is how it basically came from down there. This was the top brood box. And they're back filling all the brood chambers with honey. That's cool. Man. Yeah, no queen, but it's so cool to watch these girls work. Like, see how their heads are all stuck down in there? Right there at the top, they're just depositing nectar right now. Spitting up that beautiful honey throw up. It's so delicious. Nothing. So this was a brood frame as well. You can tell by the darkness of it. It's just full of bee pollen right now. They'll move that around. I mean bee bread, which is pollen. They'll move that around. One last frame to look at. I'll probably clean that wall off too. Nope, I don't see a queen. That's too bad. That would have been really cool. But it's fine. This was a completely empty frame and they're just filling it full of honey. Awesome. I'm going to set this right here for a second. And I'm going to clean the inside of this off again. They will put honey, comb on anything. If it's there and they continue to build on this comb that's touching the wall, it'll connect the honey, which you can see right here when I pulled that off, to the wall, and then it'll uncap the honey when I pull the frame out, which we don't want to happen. I'm gonna put these back in. Oh, let me bring her back over. She's coming out. You won't see her hatch, but you might be able to see her a little more. See right there? She's getting ready to hatch. Isn't that so amazing, right? She's the last of the brood from when I did the Demaree split. And she's getting ready to come out. She's got 3 more sisters coming. And that's it after that. There's no more brood in this one. Clean some of this off the top. And we're going to put this back together. So this is the one that has the queen excluder on it. So that's going to go here. This one's getting heavy. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh yeah. Yeah. This one here, when she fills up with honey, both of these here are going to weigh about 80 pounds each. That is going to be fun. And then these ones do have that top hole. Let me show you real quick. So that right there, that's their top exit. And then when I put this on, I just shove it all the way to the front, and it leaves them a little gap to get in and out of. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today. This is pretty cool. She is doing awesome. So awesome. They're thinking about making a split on themselves. We're going to keep an eye on her. We added another box. Might have to add another box pretty quick. But that's awesome. She is just packed full of brood and eggs. And then this split one, she's doing pretty good. I don't think she's laying yet, but she's thinking about it. She probably has, I don't know, I'd have to go back and look at my calendar to see when we did the split and to see when we think she hatched and then mated. So she's probably going to start laying in the next week. Like I said, I'd have to look at all the dates to find out when, but probably within the next week, I would say we're going to have some eggs coming up. So until she starts laying eggs in the split, we're not going to take that queen excluder off because, I mean, there wasn't a lot of bees up there, so we probably would have seen her, but we might not have. So I'm going to leave her on just to be safe. But then once I take that queen excluder off here, the bees will really move back and forth a lot easier. So yeah, this is pretty cool. We're going to have so much honey. And man, it is going to be not fun picking those boxes off the top of the hive when they're full of honey. So thanks for stopping into He's house, where the food is always fresh, the back deck is always open, and these bees are so cool. I got to get about back, smoking a lot of meat for the tailgate tomorrow at my son's mountain biking event. So I'm going to be busy all night. See you all around. Bye now.